Hello RC aliens and welcome to another drawing stuff with me, Paul Yateman. This drawing is of a dagger which is day 265 I think, and I think it's smack bang in the middle of 2023 Inktober. For this sketch I'm basing it on a dagger I've drawn in the past, and I'm using a ruler to actually get it a bit less wonky than what I would normally draw something like this. So measurements and stuff like that. That being said, I have gone freehand to give it a sort of an organic look. I'm back to my blue pencil to do my initial sketch, which could be handy if I scanned it in, and then filtered out blue, but left say blacks in the drawing. I've done the blade, I've done the hilt, and now I'm just giving a bit of detail before I kick into the fine liner, or because it's Inktober, ink. Speaking of ink, I recently went to, I think it was Office Works, to get some Indian ink because I ran out of it after my graphic design course. And then when I got home, I went, I already have this Indian ink. It's sort of interesting because the container size that I bought is the same container size I have in my kit and caboodle, but when I was umming and ahhing about what volume of ink I should get, I went for the larger volume. So I was thinking maybe the smaller one's not enough. But anyway, that's something I should get back into because I enjoyed doing that. As in, I enjoyed it in wash back when I did it years ago. I think it'd be a good idea or a good way to learn watercolors, because there's lots of just using light washes to build up the tones when you're doing ink and wash. With the dagger, lots of lines to build up some depth. Not so much to give you an idea of the texture of the metal. More just so you can show shadows on the angles on the tip and the sort of recessed section of the dagger in the middle. This one I'm using my 0.5 uni fine liner. I find they tend to destroy the tips before you run out of ink. Now onto the Copic colouring in. Again, I'm not using a bleed proof pad, which means that the ink gets sucked out of the pens like there's no tomorrow. One of these days I'll actually stick to using a bleed proof pad for an entire series of sketches. That being said, I've got like 10 of them now because every time I go shopping I go, I don't have one of those pads, and then I buy one. When I moved, I found a big box full of sketch pads I haven't used yet. If you've seen my latest sketchbook tour, that's sketchbook tour 6, I should put a link up there for that. I have moved to using a single side of a page of a sketchbook for each drawing. That's so, say if I like this drawing that much, I could either scan it in and do a print, or I could rip the page out and put it in a frame, something along those lines. But that's more likely to happen when I'm actually draw a decent drawing and not just these little crappy sketches, because these things take 20 minutes to 30 minutes at most, whereas a decent sketch, at least in my estimation, would take maybe a day to actually get it up to be as detailed as what would be acceptable. That being said, these are only A5 pads? I don't know, the small pad, half an A4. Anyway, we're into the end, so if you like this, subscribe, like, share, give me a thumbs up, comment, tell me what you would have drawn or how you would have drawn it. Until next time, happy drawing!